Hello, my name is Fanyi, and my groupmates are Jiang Jinyi and Shan Yi. Today, I'll present our mini project on machine learning. Our chosen topic is gender recognition by voice. These are the content of our presentation. And here is our planning. The first part is motivation and problem formulation. Gender is linked to voice due to pitch, resonance, and other characteristics. This has implications for fields such as speech pathology, forensics, and human-computer interaction. The project aims to identify voice features that differentiate gender and evaluate classification models to improve accuracy and reliability of algorithms. In this project, our main problem is to classify the gender of a speaker based on their voice characteristics. To achieve this, we need to solve two subproblems. The first subproblem is to identify the key features that classify the gender of a speaker through their voice. The second subproblem is to evaluate which model can better predict the gender of a speaker. We obtained the data from Kaggle, which consists of various recorded sounds that were analyzed using a verbal R package in R language. The package extracts different features of the sound signals and transforms them into a tabular format. Let's move on to the next topic. Our project analyzes a dataset of 3,168 voice data samples, which includes 21 features and is evenly split between male and female speakers. We grouped the 20 predictors into 5 categories based on their respective characteristics. For each predictor, we conducted a thorough analysis to understand its contribution to the overall sound signal. By analyzing and understanding the features of sound signals, we were able to develop an effective approach to extract these features. To ensure the quality and accuracy of our data, we conducted several data preprocessing steps. Firstly, we removed duplicate data predictors mean frequency and centroid since they provide the same information. This helps to eliminate redundancy and reduce computational burden. Secondly, we applied a log transformation. This helped to reduce the impact of the extreme values and normalize the distribution of the data. As a result, our model became more accurate. Thirdly, we normalized the data to ensure that all features are treated equally in terms of their scale. With normalization, the accuracy of our SVM model is greatly improved. This improvement is due to the fact that normalization allows SVM to focus on the most informative predictors and reduce the noise caused by the less informative ones. Finally, we use isolation forest algorithm to identify and remove outliers from the input data. This algorithm can effectively identify and remove outliers without relying on the assumptions of the data distribution. The third part is about machine learning of our data. We divided our machine learning into 3 topics, which are tree-based algorithms, numerical algorithms, and further exploration. Here's our results. After performing data cleaning, we discovered that our model performed exceptionally well. This indicates that the extracted features of the sound signals are indeed highly correlated with gender. Then, we select some models for detailed learning and exploration. Classification tree is a content we learned from our class. By generating the binary tree, we notice that the min fun and IQR show up at the beginning of the tree, which means the 2 features are the top 2 important factors. Logistic regression transforms a classification problem into predicting probabilities and modifies the equation to convert the problem into linear regression problem. We have drawn the performance of logistic regression in 1-dimensional and 2-dimensional scenarios, allowing us to gain a deeper understanding of the process. To further analyze the accuracy and efficiency of our algorithm, We utilized cross-validation to evaluate the model's generalization performance and reduce overfitting. Then, we delved deeper into SVM and began by selecting appropriate kernel. We tried 4 types of kernels and plotted them on a 2-dimensional plane. After comparing them thoroughly, we agreed that Gaussian kernel performed the best on our dataset. Then, we tried adjusting the size of gamma and C in SVM. Gamma controls the shape of the boundary, and C determines the trade-off between margin size and misclassifications. We plotted the hyperlane on a 2-dimensional plane and tried various parameter values, as shown in 4 examples on the right. We then fine-tuned the parameters, used the hill climbing algorithm, and arrived at the final values. We aim to improve efficiency by compressing the predictor data using PCA. We found that when compressing the dimensions to 9 or higher, the accuracy hardly changed. Our finding demonstrates that compressing the data to a certain degree, we can achieve a good balance between accuracy and efficiency, leading to a better performance in our predictive modeling. During the project, we also developed an ensemble vote model, which asks models to vote the answer to improve our prediction results. In our case, the accuracy of ensemble vote model was not as ideal as we had hoped. This experience taught us the importance of carefully selecting and combining models based on their individual strengths and weaknesses, and considering the underlying assumptions and limitations of each model. Finally, is the outcome and insights of our project. Through our classification tree analysis, we identified IQR and mean fundamental frequency as the key feature that differentiate male and female voice. A higher IQR and lower mean fund are more indicative of a male speaker. And among the various models we evaluated, the SVM model with an Gaussian kernel achieved the highest accuracy. Our finding had practical applications in fields such as speech recognition. It is used in speech recognition software to identify the gender of the speaker and adjust the software's response accordingly. For example, a virtual assistant may use gender recognition to respond more naturally and personally. As for security system, the voice can be used for authentication and access control. Despite our promising results, there are limitations to our study. The language of our dataset is English, and non-acoustic factors such as noise, accent, language, culture, and region can also affect how we perceive gender through voice in real-life situations. Additionally, implementing these models in real-life scenarios may be limited due to the time, resources, and background situation required for the data collection and model training. Throughout our project, we learned about the importance of data preparation and how it can affect the performance of our models. In particular, we saw how normalization greatly improved the accuracy of our model, which previously showed poor performance despite adjusting the parameters extensively. We also gained a deeper understanding of various machine learning models, both supervised and unsupervised. And developing the ensemble vote model was a vulnerable learning experience for us. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for your listening.